What's up, guys? Some of you may or may not know, I've been in the entrepreneurial game for a long time. Ever since I did my first gig when I was like 6 or 7 years old, I wouldn't call it a gig at the time. I was just singing in church. But for me, it was a gig. And in being in this entrepreneurial, run my own business game, I've had a lot of ups and downs, far more downs than ups. But as they say, you can't make $1 million without getting some L's. You can't spell $1 million without at least 4 L's, right? So I've caught some L's in my day. But it's weird because as of late, if you know me, I've got a 5-year-old son. He's the only child I have. And I'm creating a legacy. I'm not just making money anymore. I'm creating legacy. So it would appear that ever since I made a conscious decision to totally change my perspective, things started falling into place. Just falling into place. Let me explain. On top of all the businesses that I've started and stopped, tried and failed, or it failed me or I failed it, or whatever you want to call it, doesn't matter. But of all those businesses, in the last 6 months or less, I've had some really, really good dubs, some really good W's, some wins. And in so doing, it's funny how when you start winning, winners start showing up, giving you more ways to win. So, on top of the 3 verticals that I've got going on in my life right now that have already changed my trajectory, and because I'm not an MLM or I'm not trying to recruit, so I don't have to, I'm not on trial here. That's what I'll say. I'm just telling you what it is, right? So I've got some W's going. My latest vertical is the biggest thing I've ever done. And it's crazy. It's basically a business that's being built for me. Now, I've already paid for it, and I'm a part owner. So I've got dividends, I've got shares, stock, I got the whole deal, right? Well, as soon as that started cooking, and it's just simmering right now, it's just not starting to get to a boil. It hadn't even gone to a full boil yet. But as soon as that was made manifest, one of my business partners, Glenn Finley, reached out to me. He said, "Gee, I know you got some big, 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 big things popping right now. We've talked about it, but what are you going to do with all that money? How are you going to manage all that money? How are you going to use that money with your credit score?" I said, "Don't mention the credit score because I screwed my credit score up just to get to this point." He said, "Well, that's even a bigger point. What good is a lot of money If you don't have the credit, so you don't have to use your own money, you can use OPM. And what good is a big giant credit score if you don't know what to do with it? And a lot of these things I already knew because I worked in credit before, and I worked in finance before, and I have my own business, ABS Inc. Y'all seen me talk about it. I've been in this, my business, my company since 2008. And not just, get you an LLC. I'm talking about a C Corp. I'm the CEO of ABS Inc. I'll say that. If you know, you know. But what good is $1 million if you give 380,000 away in taxes? What good is $1 million if you got no estate? You got nothing set up right. What good is $1 million if that's all you got? You don't have anything residual coming in. What good is all those questions he asked me, and I could answer them if I really thought about them, but it would require me hooking up with 5 or 6 different advisors that I've dealt with in the past or knew, right? And that's why I don't have all this stuff in place, because all these people cost a lot of money. And they don't listen to what you're about to do. They want to know what money you got to give them right now. So, and then I think about all of my friends and family and relatives and associates who have these same issues. And when Glenn sent me this, I was like, well, there's vertical number 4, right? Because I know it'll help. It's going to help so many people. It's going to help you. Because no matter who you are, you need some of these services. And they're all in one room. All you got to do is go in the room. Make a decision. Do I go into the room? Yes or no? And when you say yes, of course, you'll say yes because you need some of this. So once you go in the room and say yes, then when you get in that room, guess what you're going to see? You're going to see 2 doors. Door number 1, door number 2. It's kind of like, let's make a deal, right? Then you have to make a decision. Which door do you want to go through? Once you make that decision, you're off and on to your next level. It is literally the future of your money. It's the future of your money. And don't take my word for it. Go see. Just go take a look. Right? Or you can click on this link and go watch. Be a fly on the wall. You don't talk to anybody. I'm just saying. It's crazy. So go get started. Go through the door. Pick door number 1 or number 2. And tell me what you saw. And with that, I'm going to get out of here. It's late. Because as soon as I found out about this, I jumped on top of it and went into full learn what I need to know mode. Got involved. Got myself set up. And not only am I going to make a lot of money this year, I'm going to make even more, helping other people make even more. It's time to get rid of these jobs, man. You think the job market is bad now? Wait till they get a load of this. With that, I'm going to get out of here. You guys have a great evening, morning, afternoon, whenever you watch this. And as always, in parting, peace.